so this is author Cynthia Vespia coming at you in a little bit of a different format. I don't normally do video blogs. I'm a writer, I write. But I just wanted to get something off my chest today, something that's really affected me. This morning I found out that one of my inspirations, not only in fitness but in life, Greg Plitt, passed away tragically. And it's really affected me. And I just wanted to say a few things about it. I've just been thinking all day on it. I was fortunate enough to meet Greg a couple years back at our Mr. Olympia convention that comes through Las Vegas every couple of years. And I just remember him as a really genuine spirit, very charismatic, funny, and you know, he took his time to speak to everyone who was there to see him that day. He didn't, you know, normally in those things, it's a cattle call, they rush you along, you get 2 seconds with the personality you're trying to talk to, or, you know, they don't live up to the hype, you know, I've had that happen before, but Greg was everything that you see and more, and he took his time to speak to everybody, myself included, and did a little bit of a video shoot. I was fortunate enough to be, you know, part of one of his video campaigns, and I just I'll always remember, you know, like I said, how genuine he was, how much he actually cared. And he, you know, he was talking to me about his program. I remember him saying, you know, it's really cool because I don't get a lot of chicks doing my program, so it's really cool. So I'll always remember that, and it really touched me. And it's something, you know, that if I'm fortunate enough to get to where I want to be in my writing career, I always remember that he took his time, you know, because it might not mean a lot to the person doing it, but the person who is waiting to see, you know, their favorite personality, for them to go that extra mile and really just listen for, you know, and give back. It's an experience worth having, and, you know, it's something that I'll, you know, pay forward in the future if I'm fortunate enough to be in that position. But the other thing that I was thinking about today is, you know, over the past couple of years, we've lost some really great souls who have contributed in, you know, a positive manner on this earth that's so full of negativity lately. And I'm talking about Paul Walker and the Ultimate Warrior, who I'm representing today, former WWE wrestling champion, somebody I grew up watching, but also the man who called himself Warrior was a great motivational speaker as well. And you know, it's just sad that we lose the good guys when there's so much, I'm sorry to say, there's so much trash out there doing all this negative, you know, garbage for the kids growing up to see. We need more positivity out there, and I guess that's why I'm doing this video blog. Is I've been saying all day, you know, Greg's going to be missed, obviously, but there's going to be a huge void. You know, nobody's going to fill those shoes or his spot because he was larger than life. Came at it, you know, full force, no bullshit. That's what I loved about his videos and Warriors videos. They told you, you know, real talk. So, you know, that's something that just can't be replaced, but I'm willing to give it my best shot. And what I mean by that is, you know, I've decided, you know, Greg inspired me, Warrior inspired me, Paul with his charitable contributions, always had a smile on his face. These kinds of people are inspiring, and, you know, they always went out there and they wanted to make the world a better place, touch the hearts, and they've touched mine, and I would like to try and continue that circle so we can break, you know, the path of negativity. It's too often that we go out there and we live fear-based in this world, you know. How many times have you been thinking to yourself, oh, you know, I got to get out of this dead-end job, but, you know, I'm afraid, you know, how am I going to live without my paycheck? Or I have all these dreams inside of me that I want to accomplish, but I'm afraid of failing. You know, what are people going to think of me if that happens? Or, you know, I really like this person. I would love to ask them out, but I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of what might happen. You know, what if, what if, what if? You know, what if they say yes? What if it turns into something beautiful down the road? What if you realize your dreams? What if you get a better job? You know, what I'm trying to say is we got to start thinking positive now. You know, put a positive spin on it, knock through those walls of fear and doubt. I'm guilty of it too. You know, life is hard, life is a struggle. I've been through a lot of tragedy myself growing up, close family members who passed away, but what I've learned from those experiences, my takeaway, because you can learn from your experiences, it's not always just going to pound you down. If you really pay attention, what I've learned is life is short. Life is short, and you got to go out there and you got to live your life. You can't let these fears hold you back no matter what, because it can be over like that, you know. And you know, Greg Plitt lived his life. He was passionate about it. He did everything that he wanted to do, you know, Army captain, Ranger, but he could have done so much more. You know, it's a tragic accident that happened, but at least he lived his life. You know, I'm sure he was proud to say that every minute that he was on this earth, he was touching souls and, you know, going out there and living with passion. Same with Paul Walker, same with Warrior. But how many of us are just complacent with our lives, thinking, oh, we can put it off till tomorrow? What if tomorrow doesn't come? You know, think about it. That's really what I'm trying to get across here, is just life goes by in a blink. It's 2015. How many of you are like, oh my God, it's 2015 already? Exactly. What did you do last year? Where are you one step closer to your goal or not? You know, it's, for me, I'm really reevaluating my life and my choices, and I'm not going to let fear hold me back anymore. And I'm hoping, you know, like I said, Greg and Warrior Paul have inspired me. I'm hoping to inspire other people, whether, you know, a young writer coming up who needs help, or anybody who's been through loss and working on a manual about that hopefully will, you know, help somebody out. But we gotta start helping each other, because, like I said, it's a negative world. They just throw all this negativity at you. You know, they want you to be in fear. Turn the TV off. Stop reading the papers, because it's all negative. You know, they bury the positive stories, so you live in fear. And you can't do that anymore. Once you break through the veil of whatever it is that's holding you back, and you have that experience to go from, you're no longer afraid of it. Use it. Don't let it hold you back. So, you know, that's my 2 cents about it. I hope something in there helps somebody out there. But for me, I'm living my life, because tomorrow's not promised. So as always, live your dreams, and hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their year.
What's the truth, damn it?
I'm afraid, all right? You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid, too. There's nothing wrong with being afraid.
There is. For me, there is.
Why, you're human, aren't you?
Look, I don't know what I am. All I know is I'm a liar, and because of that, Mickey ain't here no more.
You didn't push him into anything. He was a grown man, and he did what he had to do. And you have no right to feel guilty for what happened. You don't. You were a champion, and you did what you were expected to do. And you did what I and everybody else thought you should do. And you want to tell me that those fights weren't real, that you were carried? Well, I don't believe it. It doesn't matter what I believe, because you're the one that's got to carry that fear around inside you. Afraid that everybody's going to take things away. Afraid you're going to be remembered as a coward. That you're not a man anymore. Well, none of it's true. But it doesn't matter if I tell you. It doesn't matter, because you're the one that's got to settle it. Get rid of it. Because when all the smoke is cleared and everyone's through chanting your name, it's just going to be us. And you can't live like this. We can't live like this. Because it's going to bother you for the rest of your life. Look what it's doing to you now. Paula thinks you can do it. So do I. But you gotta want to do it for the right reasons. Not for the guilt over Mickey. Not for the people. Not for the title. Not for money or me. But for you. Just you. Just you alone.
And if I lose?
And you lose. But at least you lose with no excuses. No fear. And I know you can live with that.